Good evening. A single dream is more powerful than 1,000 realities, once said by J.R.R. Tolkien. Welcome to BMC News Live, presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. Labour Minister inspected work sites. Visited BDF General Command. Palm Tree Festival enhances Bahrain's historical agricultural identity, said Her Highness Sheikha Maryam. 870 people stranded in UAE due to heavy rains have been rescued. 44th FIDE Chess Olympiad inaugurated in Chennai, India. Today's news in detail. Labour Minister inspected work sites. Labour Minister Jamil bin Mohammed Ali Humaidan conducted a surprise field tour to ensure that private sector companies comply with Ministerial Edict 3 of 2013 enforcing the afternoon work ban from midday until 2 p.m. during July and August. The minister met supervisors of work sites and was updated about measures taken by their companies to ensure their full compliance with the 2-month ban, which aims to protect workers' health and safety and reduce occupational accidents and avoid dehydration. According to latest statistics, the ministry conducted 6,608 visits ever since the mandatory ban came into force on July 1st. A total of 16 establishments and 27 workers were found in breach of the ban. The ministry announced that violators who fail to abide by the 2-month mandatory ban would be deferred to justice to face legal action. Mr. Humaidan commended companies and establishments which showed full commitment to the ban, lauding private sector firms which reschedule their working hours every year, this time out of keenness on protecting workers' health and safety. His Majesty King Hamad visited BDF General Command. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Commander, yesterday paid a visit to the General Command of Bahrain Defence Force BDF. His Majesty the King was accompanied by the National Security Advisor and Royal Guard Commander, Major General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa. Upon arrival, His Majesty King Hamad was welcomed by the Minister of Defence, Lieutenant General Abdullah bin Hassan Al Naimi, Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Diab bin Sakor Al Naimi, and senior officials. While meeting senior officers, His Majesty the King, the Supreme Commander, was briefed about the development plans of the BDF branches and installments. Palm Tree Festival enhances Bahrain's historical agricultural identity, said Her Highness Sheikha Maryam. The Secretary General of the National Initiative for Agricultural Development NIAD, Her Highness Sheikha Maryam bint Isa Al Khalifa, inaugurated the 3rd edition of the Culture and Heritage Festival, Khairat Al Nakla, Palm Tree Bounties. Bahrain Development Bank CEO Dalal Al-Qiz and Assistant Under-Secretary of Agriculture and Marine Resources Dr. Abdulaziz Muhammad Abdul Karim attending the opening of the festival organized by NIAD in cooperation with the Farmers Market Department of the Bahrain Development Bank Group and the Ministry of Municipal Affairs and Agriculture. The festival aims to encourage and support local production of all palm products to preserve the agricultural identity. Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers Bahrain's COVID updates.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
Interior Minister chaired workshop. Interior Minister and head of the Ministerial Committee of Information Technology and Communication, General Sheikh Rashid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, asserted yesterday the importance of continuing the development of the government work system to reinforce comprehensive growth led by His Majesty King Hamad. He also affirmed the need to meet the inspiration supported by His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, by determining priorities and reinforcing the efforts of the Bahrain team to develop government work to achieve the national interests. During the event, Minister of Cabinet Affairs for Policies and Initiatives Hamad bin Faisal Al Maliki highlighted the outcomes of the coordination meeting on the dimension of government performances and digital transformation that includes 5 central policies and 19 initiatives. They include improving the efficiency of the government workforce and sector, enhancing accountability and transparency, improving strategic planning and following up on government performances, and promoting digital transformation in government procedures and services. After being approved by the Ministerial Committee, these topics would be submitted to the final workshop. Arab League Secretary General praised His Majesty the King's role in supporting joint Arab action. Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Aboul Gheit received Arab Parliament Speaker Adel bin Abdul Rahman Al Assoumi. The Secretary General praised his appreciation for the honorable stances of Bahrain in defending Arab nation issues. Aboul Gheit praised the role of His Majesty the King and for his support regional topics and enhanced joint Arab action in various fields. He also commended the efforts of His Royal Highness Prince Salman, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, in achieving comprehensive development of the kingdom and supporting ambitious development plans of Bahrain. Now we shall go for short commercial break.
All your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. Bakery, fresh meat and fish, fruits and vegetables, sweets and snacks, ready-to-eat foods, dairy products, grocery or consumer goods. To have a wonderful shopping experience, please visit your nearest Megamart Macromart branch.
Welcome back. With the help of Pravasi's legal cell, World NRI Council and ATM team, Mr. Pachamuthu, 30 years at Bahrain without any documents, will fly today, 29th by Air Arabia flight to Chennai. On Monday, 28 February 2022, 12:01, Mr. Manivel Pachamuthu, son of Mr. Pachamuthu, requested to find his father and to send him back to Chennai. He mentioned in letter that his father, who came to Bahrain in 1991, 31 years ago, and after that no news about him. With the help of Pravasi Legal Cell and World NRI Council, led by Sudhir Tirunilat and ATM team, found him, and along with Mr. Govindaswamy, who is here for the last 20 years without any documents. Pravasi Legal Cell, along with World NRI Council and ATM team, with the help of Bahrain and Indian government authorities, extended all support to arrange the outpasses. His Excellency Sri Piyush Shrivastava, the Ambassador of India to Kingdom of Bahrain, Sri Ravi Shankar Shukla, Second Secretary, Ms. Priyanka Ma'am, Consular Attached, Mr. Sugna, Consular Wing, Mr. Surain Lal, Labour Section, did a wonderful support to find the details. Later, the team approached former Tamil Nadu Kalakurchi SP Selvakumar and explained about the issue. He extended all his support and sent the identification procedure for his native place and sent the report to embassy. and the team managed to get some more supporting documents through village office. With the help of embassy officials, issued the pass and also approached the immigration authorities from the top officials onwards, especially Mr. Naif Al-Sharuki, Mr. Abbas, Mr. Nisar got all support to find the person's old passport details. The Bahrain Immigration Authorities, the Embassy of India, Ministry of External Affairs India, World NRI Council, Pravasi Legal Cell, Anai Tamil Mandram, Salmania Hospital authorities for all the support extended to expedite his travel. His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa received Indian Deputy Chief of Naval Staff, National Security Advisor and Royal Guard Commander Major General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa received Indian Deputy Chief of the Naval Staff Vice Admiral Sanjay Mahindru. His Highness Sheikh Nasser praised the advanced Bahraini-Indian relations in all fields. The two parties reviewed ways of developing cooperation, especially in the defense force. 870 people stranded in UAE due to heavy rains have been rescued. Authorities in the UAE have rescued over 870 people who were stranded in Sharjah and Fujairah after heavy rains lashed the eastern parts of the country. Ministry of Interior said no deaths or serious injuries were reported. Despite the heavy rains also flooding valleys, streets and homes, the damage was limited to material losses as well as conducted rescue missions saved lives. Brigadier General Dr. Ali Salim, also the ministry's official spokesperson, said that 3,897 people were given shelter as heavy rains fell. Brigadier General Dr. Ali Salim, the ministry's official spokesperson, said that Oman Authority rescued 2 individuals trapped in flooded valley. 2 individuals were rescued in Oman after their vehicle was trapped in a flooded valley. The rescue operations were led by the Civil Defense and Ambulance Authority. Rescue teams in North Al Batina Governorate managed to rescue 2 people after their vehicle was stranded in a water body in the Vilayat of Shinas. They are in good health, CDAA said in a statement. 44th FIDE Chess Olympiad inaugurated in Chennai, India. The 44th FIDE Chess Olympiad was inaugurated on July 28 at the Nehru Indoor Stadium in Chennai with fanfare in the presence of Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, and M.K. Stalin, the Chief Minister of the state of Tamil Nadu, the main initiator of the event. This is the first chess Olympiad to take place in India. The evening witnessed a march past of the participating teams and was a sound and music spectacle to behold. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off, Prashana Sultana. Good night.